Good morning students. In this class we are going to discuss about complex number system. Now let us consider an equation x square plus 2x plus 2. Let us try to find the roots of the equation by using the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now you have a formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 2. Since it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Now minus b plus or minus root of b square is 4. Since it is 2 square minus 4 into 1 into 2 by 2 into 1. So minus 2 plus or minus root of 4 minus 8, it will be minus 4 by 2. Now you have a situation where you don't know how to write the square root of minus 4. In this situation, real numbers are not going to be useful. Remember that if you have a number like this, root over minus 4, root of a negative number is not defined. This situation, a scientist Euler identified a complex number I. Now we define I square is equal to minus 1, where I is the complex number. I is the letter, it is defined as iota. I is the letter, Greek letter, it is the iota. A scientist Euler defined that I square is equal to minus 1, from where the complex number system begins. See this? Now you can write this one as x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus root over 4i square by 2. So x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus 2i by 2. X is equal to minus 1 plus or minus I. Now this type of numbers, these type of numbers where we use I square is equal to minus 1 are called complex numbers. Remember that complex number system is the superset of all number systems. Complex number system is the superset of all number systems. It arises when the real numbers fails to give the result. Now clearly you can see here you cannot write it as a real number. Root over minus 4 is not defined. In this system, in this situation we use I square is equal to minus 1. Now see this, the definition of a complex number. Any number of the form a plus ib is called a complex number. Any number of the form a plus ib is called a complex number. In general, complex numbers are denoted with the capital letter Z. So complex number is always of this form a plus ib. We remember that where both a and b are real numbers. For example, 2 plus 3i, 5 plus 2i are complex numbers. So these type of numbers. You might have seen real numbers like 2 by 3, 4 by 3, but these type of numbers are all called complex numbers. They will be of this form a plus ib. Now when they occur in finding the roots of a quadratic equation where delta less than 0. Now see this, The definition of a complex number: any number of the form a plus ib is called a complex number. Any number of the form a plus ib is called a complex number. In general, complex numbers are denoted with the capital letter Z. So complex number is always of this form a plus ib. We remember that where both a and b are real numbers. For example, 2 plus 3i, 5 plus 2i are complex numbers. So these type of numbers. You might have seen real numbers like 2 by 3, 4 by 3, but these type of numbers are all called complex numbers. They will be of this form a plus ib. Now, when they occur in finding the roots of a quadratic equation where delta less than 0. Now, series, any real number can be expressed as a complex number. Series 2 is a real number. It can be expressed as 2 plus I into 0, where both 2 and 0 are the real numbers. 3 can be expressed as 3 plus I into 0. In this way, you can express any real number in the form of a plus ib. So that real number system is the subset of complex number system, which is the superset of all number systems. Now, another important point: Z is a complex number of the form a plus ib. Then a is the real part, b is the imaginary part. A is the real part and b is the imaginary part. Z is a complex number a plus ib, then a is the real part and b is the imaginary part. For example, if we have a complex number 5 plus 2i, then 5 is the real part, 2 is the imaginary part. So, in the complex number Z is equal to 5 plus 2i, 5 is the real part and 2 is the imaginary part. 5 plus 2i, 5 is the real part and 2 is the imaginary part. Another important concept: conjugate of a complex number. If Z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, then its conjugate is denoted by Z conjugate, like this. We have to write like this. It is called conjugate of Z, and the conjugate of Z is a minus ib. If Z is equal to a plus ib, then conjugate of Z is a minus ib. Now let us consider an equation x square plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation and it has two roots. Now we find the roots of the quadratic equation by using the formula minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So that you get where a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 3. So minus 2 plus or minus root of, what is b square? 4 minus 4ac is 12 by 2. Now I find the roots of the quadratic equation as minus 1 plus or minus root 2i. Now clearly you can see if z is one root, that is minus 1 plus root 2i, another complex number is minus 1 minus root 2i. Now you can see one root of the quadratic equation is minus 1 plus root I, another root is minus 1 minus root 2i. Now clearly you can see one is the conjugate of other. One root is the conjugate of other. Remember another important point: if If the roots of the quadratic equation are complex numbers, then they are conjugate complex numbers. They exist with their conjugate numbers. If one exists, that is, if minus 1 plus root 2i is one number, then another root will be minus 1 minus root 2i. So, if complex numbers exist as roots, they exist with their conjugates also. Very well as roots, they exist with their conjugates also. Very important point. Another important concept, modulus of a complex number. Now if z is a complex number, then modulus of a complex number z is denoted by mod z. Mod z. If z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, then modulus of z is defined as root over a square plus b square. Modulus of a complex number is defined as root over a square plus b square, which is always a real number. Very important. If you have a complex number, then mod z is defined as root over a square plus b square. For example, let capital Z is equal to 1 plus 2i. Then mod Z is given by root over 1 square plus 2 square. So that will be root 5. That is the modulus of the complex number. Now next let us see how we find the addition of complex number. How we define the addition of complex number. So addition of complex numbers. If z1 is equal to a1 plus ib1 and z2 is equal to a2 plus ib2 are any two complex numbers, then addition of z1 and z2 is denoted by z1 plus z2. Addition of two complex numbers is denoted by z1 and z2, where z1 and z2 is addition of two complex numbers is denoted by z1 plus z2, and z1 plus z2 is a1 plus ib1 plus a2 plus ib2. Listen carefully. If you want to add two complex numbers, you need to add the real parts and imaginary parts separately. So you need to write like this: a1 plus a2 plus I into b1 plus b2. This is how you need to find the addition of two complex numbers z1 and z2. So you need to add the real parts and imaginary parts separately. For example, now z1 is equal to minus 2 plus 3i and z2 is equal to 5 minus 2i. Now z1 plus z2 is minus 2 plus 5 plus I into 3 minus 2. Now z1 plus z2 is equal to 3 plus I. So remember that addition of two complex numbers again gives a complex number. That is more important thing. You have another complex number, that is 3 plus. Let z1 is equal to a1 plus ib1, z2 is equal to a2 plus ib2 are any two complex numbers, then multiplication of z1 and z2 is denoted by z1 into z2. Now this is how you write the multiplication of two complex numbers z1 and z2. So that z1 into z2 is equal to a1 plus ib1 into a2 plus ib2. Now let us multiply these two complex numbers. Now you can see a1 into a2. Both a1 a2 are real numbers. Now again a1 into ib2 plus ib1 into a2 plus ib1 into ib2. So a1 into a2 plus I into a1 b2 plus I into b1 a2. Now you have I into I, it will be I square b1 b2. We know the definition of I square, and Euler has given that I square is equal to minus 1. So a1 a2 plus I into a1 b2 plus b1 a2 minus b1 b2. So a1 a2 minus b1 b2 plus I into a1 b2 plus b1 b2. So this is the product of two complex numbers a1 plus ib1 and a2 plus ib2. This is how you need to find the product of complex. Now let us find the product of complex numbers z1 and z2, that is z1 into z2. So minus 2 plus 3i into 5 plus 2i. So it will be minus 2 into 5 plus minus 2 into 2i plus 3i into 5 plus 3i into 2i. Now you have minus 10 minus 4i plus 15i. Now I into I is I square by the definition of Euler. So it will be minus 6. Since I square is minus 1, we will be having minus 6. Now minus 10 minus 6, so that minus 16 plus 15i minus 4i, it will be 11i. So z1 into z2 is equal to minus 16 plus 11i. Remember that, which is again a complex number. So the product of two complex numbers is again a complex number. Now let us see another concept. Let us multiply a complex number with its conjugate. Let z is equal to a plus ib and conjugate of z is a minus ib. Now let us multiply with z with its conjugate, that is a plus ib into a minus ib. So you can see a into a plus a into minus ib plus ib into a plus ib into minus ib. Now you can see a square minus iab plus iab. Now I into I is I square, so minus I square b square. So a square, these two terms are cancelled, and we have I square is equal to minus 1. So it will be plus b square. Now z into z conjugate can be written as mod z square. Very important concept. Since mod z is root over a square plus b square, so z conjugate can be written as mod z square. So on these topics I am going to give you homework. So complete that homework and post it to my WhatsApp number. So these are the homework problems, and complete the homework problems and post it to me. Consider a cubic equation x cube minus 1 equal to 0. It is of the form a cube minus b cube. A cube minus b cube can be written as a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So x cube minus 1 equal to 0 can be written as x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. So the roots are x minus 1 equal to 0, x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 is one root of that cubic equation. It is a cubic equation so that it has 3 roots. So remaining 2 roots are the roots of this equation. Let us find the roots of that equation. By using the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2e. You will get minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 square minus 4 into 1 into 1 by 2 into 1. So x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root of minus 3 by 2. Now you have I square is equal to minus 1, so that x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root 3i by 2. Therefore, the roots are x1 is equal to minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 and x2 is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. So these are the remaining 2 roots of that cubic equation. Now this value is called omega. It is denoted by Greek letter W. So this value is called omega. So omega is equal to minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. Now consider omega square. Omega square will be minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 whole square, so that you will get 4 in the denominator, and it is of the form a minus b whole square. So a square plus b square minus a square plus b square minus 2ab, 2 into 1 into I root 3. Now you will be having 1 plus I square into 3, root 3 whole square is 3 minus 2I root 3 by 4. You have I square is equal to minus 1. So 1 minus 3 minus 2I root 3 by 4. So minus 2 minus 2I root 3 by 4. Now you can cancel 2 in numerator and denominator. You will get minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. Now you can observe that if one root is omega, another root will be omega square. Omega square is minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. So the roots of x cube minus 1 equal to 0 are 1 comma omega square. So 1 comma omega and omega square. These 1 omega square are called cube roots of unity. Very important concept. Now some important results. The roots of x cube minus 1 equal to 0 are 1 omega square. These are the roots of that cubic polynomial. So 1 omega square are called cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity. These are called cube roots of unity. You will learn about all these things in second year intermediate. Now another important point. Now x cube minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. Now this polynomial can be written as the product of these two polynomials. Now clearly 1 is the roots of the equation, omega is the root of the equation, and omega square is also the root of the equation. So you can write x cube minus 1 equal to 0 implies omega and omega square also satisfies the equation. So omega cube minus 1 equal to 0. I have written omega in place of x, so that omega cube is equal to 1. That is most important thing. Omega cube, where omega is minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. So omega cube is equal to 1. And another result, omega satisfies this equation also, since it is the root of the equation. So you have x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. So that omega square plus omega plus 1 equal to 0. So this is another result. These two results are most important as far as JEE concerned. So one is omega cube is equal to 1 and another one is omega square plus omega plus 1 equal to 0.